Please welcome Elliot Page! Excited to have you here. Congratulations on all of the success on the Odyssey. Every IMAX showing in New York is sold out through mid-August. How does it feel to be part of a project that is single-handedly saving movies?
Oh my God. It's such a dream to get to be involved with this project. I get to work with Chris Nolan again, this extraordinary cast and crew that makes a movie like this possible. You know, I'm just so lucky to be a part of it.
Now, I know that you're an avid reader. Did you read the Odyssey?
Well, in school.
More than I can say.
Yeah, the character I play in this is actually not originally in the Odyssey.
Right.
So for me, the focus was really on, being able to capture him in these, few scenes and hopefully, make Chris happy.
Oh, God. You really, really did. Your performance is incredible in this. It truly took my breath away. You have such an important role in the film, and that you're really the heart and soul, and your character stays all the way through the end. I mean, in a way, you're kind of embodying Odysseus's shame and selfishness. Going into this role, knowing that, is that thrilling for you as an actor, or does it terrify you?
Both in the best way, and getting to work with someone like Chris, who obviously just has such impeccable vision and execution, and I think, those were the initial conversations I had with Chris about this character and Sinon being this sort of consciousness of, facing Odysseus and the impacts of war, the brutality of war and violence. And so I think I was terrified and just, wanting to make sure I did an okay job, and pulled it off in the movie. And but it was the good kind of, the good kind of nerves, of course.
Right, of course.
Yeah.
Well, you truly did that. Your performance is remarkable. This is the second time you've worked with Christopher Nolan. What do you think it is about him as a director that makes his work so distinct?
Gosh, I mean, I can remember, it was actually like Chris who brought this up. He said he remembered this moment in Inception, and we were shooting a scene, and I turned to him at one point, and I said, oh my God, you really do just care about getting like the best possible shot, to tell the best possible story. And I think I'd had experience on larger movies where that didn't always necessarily feel like that was the goal on set, And I think working with someone who just wants to tell the best story they can possibly tell, gathers extraordinary talented, people and crew together to make the vision possible. And there's really nobody like it.
I heard that the filming of this was no easy feat, that it was incredibly hard and grueling at times. You were hiking in water, in mud. All of the actors have been talking about this whole process. What was the hardest day on set for you? Or was it easy and Matt Damon is just acting like a big baby?
No, for example, I worked early on in the shoot, and then I was back, later on in the shoot, and to be honest, I couldn't even understand how they were all still standing.
Oh my God.
I definitely had an easier job than other people, and I'd say, the challenging things were probably just like weather and temperature, and but I'm lucky in that I grew up working in Canada as a kid, so I'm used to some pretty brutal, working in some pretty brutal temperatures.
Yeah, okay, take it easy. You have health care, all right? You do get health care in Canada.
This is true,
The Odyssey is a 3,000-year-old story, been around almost as long as The Daily Show.
Congratulations,
oh, thank
by the
you.
way. Yeah,
thank you. But it clearly is still so resonant today. Was there a part of this story that you connected to deeply?
Oh, good question. I mean, I think what I connected to deeply, like particularly like when seeing it was how much it resonates in terms of our times, in terms of war, the impacts of war, the lies that are told to go to war. And so I would say that's what resonated with me the most, and those themes throughout the film.
Is it true that you're a boxer?
I don't know if I can call myself a boxer, but I do. I love to box.
Was this part of the prep for the film, or is this something you just enjoy doing?
This was actually technically a part of. I started because of prep for something else that we'll see if that ends up happening or not. But the real benefit for me is that I did really fall in love with boxing, and I have an awesome coach. And
what is it about boxing that you love?
I think I love how extremely difficult it is.
Yeah.
Obviously, from a physical standpoint, and tiny little adjustments you're making with your body to get the outcome that you want, mixed with the mental intensity of it. And I can't really think about anything else when I'm doing that. And enjoy just the degree of focus and physical exhaustion, honestly.
See, I would love to I feel like it would be a great way to get my aggression out, but I don't love the idea of getting punched in the gut. That's the part. I feel like watching the news does that time and time again for me over and so I don't know if I could take it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
You have to take in a lot of junk all the time.
I'll leave the boxing for you. Congratulations. I am so happy that you were here. Thank you for being here, and congrats on everything.